try this again.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good. We're back.
Okay.
Yay.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course, then it just completely. Oh, fuck's sake.
Really?
Carry on. The people on the show won't be able to see us exactly because I clicked on Zoom and it completely reset everything that I just spent 10 minutes doing. So give me 2 seconds. Carry on as you are.
You were saying though, I'm interested in. We think we have a spell book now.
Okay.
Yes, Reinhardt got given a book from his acquaintance, I should say, Aquila, with a spell in it that should help with the Spectre. Can't remember if I said it would.
How difficult
Vanish.
is this going to be to pull off? Do we need like the heart of a chimera or something?
I don't know. Reinhardt's going to have to look into it.
We've got very little choice at this point, Reinhardt. I hope you know what you're doing.
Nope.
It's fine. It's just all of our unlives that are on the line.
I've never seen magic before.
You've seen me do it, I think.
Well, nothing as large scale as. What are we doing? Binding a spectre? Destroying a spectre?
Banishing it.
Vanishing.
That's even if I can do it. And I don't die horribly attempting it. Which is a good chance, and no my luck, that's probably what's going to happen.
What do you believe the risks will be?
Death, at least.
What causes that? Can you cast it without true death?
I mean, I've never cast it before, so I don't know what's going to happen.
Then I will get you one of those drinks you like, in case it's the last.
Thanks. But it's the only way to stop this thing.
Yes.
Or we just leave. I mean, that's the other option. Is we just move.
Start again?
Yep, that's the other option. Because it's just going to kill Lou and just keep getting angrier and angrier and stronger and stronger.
It's not something we can endure.
No.
Do you need to cast this spell? Can I help in any way?
What do I need? What
I was
is...
going to say, can you do an occult roll for me? Just straight occult.
Yeah, give me a sec. I've got what my number is. My occult is... My occult's 4. Critical. Okay, so I got 2 passes, a critical pass, and a critical pass on the hunger die.
Okay.
I don't know if that's good.
I mean, it's not bad, so let's put it that way. Okay, so you find the spell fairly easily. The ingredients aren't too difficult to come by. The main problem is going to be being able to do it because you have to be in the presence of the spectre to do it.
God.
And we
Because
need to get to somewhere without peoples.
Yeah, what you'll need to do is to essentially, if it's possessing a mortal, you will need to obviously remove it from the mortal and then banish it. If it's not, then you still need to find the thing to be able to banish it.
If it's in the mortal, how do we get it out? Do I know that?
Yes, there is a little thing. It's almost like, think of it like a weird sort of recipe book where it goes, if you don't have, like, if you have this, do this. If you don't have this, do this instead.
Okay.
Type thing. Yeah, so it gives you all of it. Again, it's not complicated, but it's not easy.
And I assume the impact of this goes wrong is something horrific, probably.
Yes.
Because it's
me, let's be perfectly honest.
And it's me, so...
I mean, if someone else attempted it, it could go good or bad. The will of the dice. But it doesn't go into specific detail. It just says there will be a price to be paid if it goes wrong, and that could be anything.
So we need to get him to somewhere there's no other mortals. Assume the spectre's still inside him.
Yeah. Hopefully Lou can do that, right?
I'm pretty certain if I sent a message to this thing to tell it to meet me somewhere, it would come straight away.
I mean, you did say soon the last time, and that was like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So, he's a little bit peeved already.
I mean, my thoughts would be the scrapyard. It shouldn't just be us.
Away from people.
Or that monster thing that's there that we know about but don't know what it is.
There is something that pulls me there, yes.
Or is there somewhere else quiet that we could do this? I mean, it's probably going to stop being quiet really quickly.
When you say we must remove it from the mortal, does that mean kill?
We don't
decapitate.
We don't have to. I can do things to.
I mean, technically, the mortal's already dead.
That doesn't stop us.
I think if we've got it outside the host, it'll be easier. If not, there's just more steps involved.
But you can lure it from its host.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, whilst it's inside the body, it can be hurt, right?
Yes. But so can the body, which isn't necessarily a concern for you guys.
I don't care about the body. I've already killed him once.
Yeah, I mean,
this is going to be a really annoying situation.
Agreed.
What you'll have to realize though is the fact that it is more powerful inside of a mortal. It can do different things.
But it can be hurt whilst it's inside the mortal by physical violence.
Yes.
Cool. If we get it to a place where we are secluded, I can get it out of the mortal by just repeatedly shooting him in the body until he leaves.
However, that will be noisy.
Yeah.
That's why we find.
Also, Holland's not overly known for guns.
No.
So...
Where's the scrapyard?
It's on the outskirts of town. There have been rumours that there's a creature in there.
I heard about that.
Yeah, it was one of the rumours that Reinhardt got a while ago. That you've all assumed werewolf and just left it alone. So it could be real, could be fake, could just be a dog.
And in all honesty, I don't know if we had enough information to assume werewolf when that happened.
No, but you all just went, that's a werewolf. And I was like...
We did. We didn't even question it, once.
So, either we find somewhere in the centre that's quiet, we won't be disturbed, and there'll be no people around. Or we go to a scrapyard.
And possibly invoke another problem.
Yeah.
Or a convenience. It can be used, I suppose. Especially if it's a hound.
Or we can use the the strange noises will do as a cover for what we're about to do.
At the very least.
So,
I defer to you in this.
sorry.
Yes.
I will defer to you in this, whatever you believe is the best course. I do not pretend to have expertise when I don't.
It's whether or not he'll willingly travel that far out is a problem.
Well, he has an obsession with Lou. Perhaps Lou could claim he's in some sort of jeopardy. And this White Knight might come to your aid.
I can be pretty fast as well. If needs be, I could get him to chase me somewhere.
We won't know
Yeah,
until we ask.
This is you assuming that either he's in his body that is dead or that he's in a mortal body at all.
That's true.
Yeah, we are assuming that's the case.
In which, in theory, I don't know how it could be, because I killed David a while ago. Like, pretty sure his body would have been in the morgue or even maybe in the ground by this point.
Why
What
would you
number is
message
he
him and
talking
say, "Can you meet me"?
Yes.
That
Thank
no,
you.
that definitely is. We just need to work out where.
Well, you can just don't say where yet.
Could we use the club to do it? Can we close the club down for a night and get him in here?
Probably.
Not this night. It would be a bit too short notice unless it was something like an emergency, but even still you would have other people around.
Okay.
There are many other places that it could be
Abandoned buildings, parks.
The sewers.
There is also happens to be warehouses by docks that are condemned because they were set on fire because you chopped heads off after it.
That's true. That is very true.
It's so
you wanna
convenient
use one of
having the
those, let's do
voice
that.
of God speak to us.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like
Are
a
those-
little parrot in your ear going,
Betsy, that's a great idea.
Might give you a point.
yeah, plot point.
Yeah.
It's like I sprinkled breadcrumbs for a reason.
Are those places quiet? As in, there's no other people around.
I mean, they are pretty out of the way. There was a fire and gunfire and all sorts, and I had enough time to saw a man's head off in there.
Let's go.
So
Okay, let's use one of those then.
Yeah, I will also
Okay.
say that it's probably been a good sort of 3 months since the Halloween thing. But what you've got to realise is there's a big ass warehouse and it was on fire, and it's probably still condemned because these things take time to clear, especially when there doesn't seem to be anybody paying for it to get sorted anytime soon. And insurance is the thing.
Yeah, it takes a while.
So chances are it'll be still empty.
Well, fine. We'll use that place. Lou, if you text your ghost, I'll get my ghoul to hack into the camera, see if we can't see who's on the other side. Can ghosts be captured in photographs?
The body would be. I don't know if the ghost can be.
Well, we'll find out. Magelda is skilled. She'll be able to get into the camera. I just need the number.
Who's the ghost?
all right. I'll text him.
What do you
yeah.
text them?
I say, sorry, I've been held up for so long. Can we meet?
You get, it comes up with like David is typing like so fast. And he's like, it's okay, my love, I'm sorry for getting angry at you. A lot's happened over the last little while. Of course we'll meet when and where.
I'll message back and saying, picked up some extra work down by the docks. Meet me by there in a few hours when I get off my shift.
Again, you see the sort of typing thing. He's like, the docks? That's weird. Like, not in a, as far as you're aware, it doesn't seem like a suspicious thing. It's just, apart from art, Lou's never seemed like the working with his hands in a physical manner type. At least the you that you'd portrayed to David. So he's very much like, the docks? That's weird. Yeah, sure. What time do you get off?
I'll basically give ourselves a couple of hours to get ready, and then, and so yeah, I don't know what time it is at this point, but I'll kind of message
We're
you
going
back.
to assume it's still fairly early evening.
Fair enough.
So you'd probably say about midnight, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, let's say something like that.
Time. Okay.
Yeah, I was messaging. I get up at midnight. Had some money troubles. Had to pick up some extra work for a while to cover a debt.
He's like, oh, you should have said I could have helped you out.
I don't want to bother you with something like this. This is my problem.
He's like, we'll talk about it when I see you.
Sure.
Lou, I need your phone. I'm gonna
no hesitation.
I'm gonna use like a root, like a backdoor rootkit, and essentially send loads of messages to this number saying like, open this link, check this picture of me, so that he thinks it's a picture of Lou, and then when he opens it, it'll download something on his phone, so I get access to his phone, and then take photos from his phone.
Do you want a photo of me?
Do not do this in real life.
It's not legal.
Yes, do not do illegal things, children. Being vampires is fine, but hacking people's phone is frowned upon.
There's a line.
This is where we're drawing it in the sand, okay?
Yeah. Yes, I would. I would like a photo.
I love how I've murdered someone. We dug up a grave and put a head and a spine in a PO box, and we're there like, guys, don't hack into people's phones.
For this game, I've ended up watching so many documentaries. I've got actually into this kind of like cybercrime stuff. It's quite interesting what you can do. This is probably on my list now because I'm going to watch a lot of these YouTube documentaries at the moment.
This is the PSA.
Yeah. Don't Google how to backdoor people's phones.
No, don't recommend it.
I really
yeah, they were kind of go. Do you need a picture of me for this to work, or just to sell
not necessarily, but it'll make the ruse easier.
Lou immediately strips down.
Cal's like, oh yes, of course, sure.
Yeah.
I take a bunch of. We have a weird photo shoot, sexy photo shoot. So.
Yeah.
Like Cal just doesn't care. He just takes it. Yeah. Cal has like no interest at all in it, but he's like snap, and I put the rootkit on. I'll send it to my ghoul as well to say like as soon as this person clicks, access everything, take all their photos, and take as many pictures from their camera, send it to my phone, not back to Lou's.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, she obviously you send it. You know it's probably going to take, depending on how suspicious he's going to be, will depend on how long it might take. You know it might not be an immediate response.
Yeah, that's fine. He'll click it. He's still obsessed with Lou. He'll click that. He'll click. They always click. You send him that.
Oh, certainly.
Okay.
Well, this is a weird chapter I'll be glad to close.
Put your clothes on. Let's get ready.
Oh, yes. I very rarely wear clothes when I'm home and you guys aren't here, to be honest.
I know. I watch.
Oh, that doesn't.
I know because I live here.
How else do I keep you all safe?
Yeah. Honestly, that should. I feel like if you'd said that to anyone else, that would be really creepy. But
Tabitha,
I'm fine with it.
Tabitha, this whole time has just been trying to balance the plastic wax fruit they have on the coffee table. The whole time she's been trying to. That's it.
Right, we're heading to the docks. Tabby, please stop playing Fruit Jenga.
I'm so close today.
You're doing very well.
You might need those weapons you've been acquiring.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Tabitha puts the wax banana in her pocket.
Excellent weapon.
Lou goes and gets his gun.
Yeah.
I feel like Tabitha's got her priorities straight.
She's got her big old bag. It's got a mannequin head in there. It's got some spoons and a banana.
I forgot about the mannequin head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never know.
That's true. Okay, so I'm assuming you're going to stop on the way to pick up supplies for the spell.
Yeah, whatever Reinhardt says we've got to do to make this work, I'm going to do.
You go in a spooky shop.
Yeah.
Spooky shop.
Again, there's nothing that's too complicated to get. The whole point, because obviously you're just trying to banish it and not actually control it or destroy it completely, means that there's obviously different components to it. So the main one is blood, which you guys could get easily enough anyway. Although you'll need a fair chunk, so I don't know if you are gonna use. It doesn't specify the type of blood to use, just FYI. So you could pick up animal blood, or you could take your chances with human blood.
We get our hands on some human blood.
See, I thought it'd be the other way around. I thought animal blood would be more risky than human blood.
Probably. I imagine using animal blood in the spell would be risky, while obtaining the human blood might be more risky.
Yeah.
We just go to the blood bank.
I mean, you have ways of getting blood, it's not an issue. Whether it be animal or otherwise.
What do you want to use, Reinhardt?
I'd prefer human blood, but if that's not doable, we can see what happens with animal blood.
I mean, darling, if we head to the club on the way, I'll get us human.
How much do we need, though?
Plenty of cells.
You tell us.
It'll probably work out to be about 2 humans range dry. I want to say about 16 pints. Hold on, let me Google how many pints of blood are in a human body.
I think it's 10. I think it's 10 pints in the human body.
2 humans then.
Of blood in body. It's about 10 pints of blood. Excellent.
Fairly sure I know that because of the Saw films.
That's fair. That is fair. So yeah, there's about 5 liters of blood. So you're going to need about 10 liters.
So about 2 people's worth?
About 2 people.
Okay.
But bearing in mind that is draining someone dry, and that can take a long to do it properly. To actually get the full amount.
So we're probably not going to have time.
Blood bank.
Or more than 2 people.
Well,
Yeah.
Each take a person.
All your groupies.
Well, we need the blood in a thing as well.
They're full of blood. And happy to help.
We need like a big bottle to put the blood in.
A carafe.
There should be plenty of that at the club now. Liquid containers.
Oh yes, would be plenty of like old bottles just out in the recycling. Just grab as many as we need. Go inside, get ourselves a few victims lined up, and
Yeah.
Fine, let's do it. We should hurry before they
To the
drink
club.
too much.
Yeah. Or we just rob
Go
a
to the
blood bank.
go to the club and
Drink,
grab a
drink,
few
drink.
people.
Slurp, slurp, slurp. Put it in a pot.
No, yeah, we need to. We can't drink them. We need to.
No, we gotta put it in. I'm gonna have a little taste. I'm
a
just
little,
gonna let you know.
little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Gonna have a sip or two.
Yeah.
Bit of housekeeping fee. I have.
Yeah.
I don't know when these, because I used willpower. When does that go back up?
Yes. Oh, you'll get it back.
I have it back.
Yeah.
And my hunger should be at 1?
Yeah. Everyone's hunger should be at 1. Please.
it's up to you. What do we think is more practical, breaking into a blood bank or just getting a bunch of people into a room and taking their blood?
Oh, let's go to the club.
Yes, let's go.
So yeah, I feel like that's probably more easily doable.
Go to the club, pick out our favorite people.
Yeah. So we'd need how many?
4?
Mm-hmm. One each.
Hmm?
Well, that'll give us how much?
Should we say 5? I'm sure I could pull a couple.
Okay.
Because
Fine.
we don't want to
You could
drink
probably pull more
completely
than a
dry.
couple, but
No, we don't.
Because otherwise, there's be 5 dead bodies in the club.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
That's a sip. Let's get 5. Let's get 5. I'm happy to take 2. I can pull 2 people, and we'll each just get 2 pints from each of them.
Fine. I'll just take them. You do your romancing.
Yes.
I'm just gonna pull my hood up and start moving through the dance floor, find someone drunk, or just actually no, don't need to be drunk. Someone dancing, not paying attention.
I mean, not
Pull
difficult.
them into a room.
I just bring someone into the VIP room.
Yeah, exactly. And just see me in there like.
Come with me.
Yeah, basically my plan as well.
I'm like, to be honest, you guys are good at getting people. So I'm going to assume that whatever you are attempting to do, you are doing it fairly okay. I'm going to
Excellent.
save all the dice rolls for when shit hits the
Yeah,
fan.
I'd say we should be able to achieve this. Yeah.
Definitely.
And I'll bring Brian Hart the blood in an empty whiskey bottle, because I know that's what he likes.
Okay. So that'll be what, 2? Like a litre and a bit usually whiskey bottle?
Like that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna need 10 of those.
Get an assortment. There's a few bottles, empty bottles of wine, no longer empty. A couple bottles of whiskey, some vodka. Not vodka, because that'd be really
Transport.
obvious.
A bunch of spirit bottles that now have very thick red viscous liquid inside.
Yeah. How are we gonna transport all these?
We'll put it in a crate. It's fine. We're like undead. We've got undead strength, right?
I've got a big bag.
It's just more, not really our strength. It's more, random people noticing us.
And to be some kind of crate or something outside of the club where from like deliveries and stuff we can.
We made our own syrups. We had needed lots of bottles.
I'll call my man. We can put it in. He can drive us there.
Yeah, that might
We
be
won't
an
ask
idea.
questions.
That's a good idea.
That's fun.
Oh.
I'll call my freaky Uber driver who doesn't ask questions. I like this guy.
Forgot about your Uber driver.
But the one
I
we
was
got
gonna
addicted to
gonna
drugs.
Google him, but he just yeah, exactly. We got him high on drugs, and now he's just like a little crack fiend, mate.
Yeah, we got him addicted to drugs, so we could potentially
funny.
threaten to inform his employers and get him to lose his job if he ever.
Right.
But in all defense of him, he doesn't say nothing. He just drives.
Yeah.
I quite like him.
Yeah, he's very much. He's just keeping his nose clean, or as clean as possible.
Yeah, because he was on parole, wasn't he? That's
Yeah.
what we found out about him.
Yeah, that's why
why.
we got addicted to the drugs.
Yeah.
Yep. You guys are mean.
We're undead monsters. We've got to use people to get what we want.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well,
Right.
It says he'll be here in 30 minutes.
30. Jesus, that's an Uber driver.
He'll be faster.
It's a specific Uber driver that we're trying to get. I guess it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he wasn't working, and then I reminded him who I was.
Sugar the blood. If I got everything else I need.
I'm just sending you a list.
Oh dear.
Again, nothing's overly complicated. Because you're doing the banishment part of it.
We're back in 2 seconds.
That's not how you spell that word.
Oh, what else are we gonna do? I've got the body cam that Cal gave me because I promised I'd record it in case I died.
You going by yourself?
No, we'll probably all need to be there.
Right.
All of us?
I mean, it's up to you.
I'm going to be there.
Because if this goes wrong, I don't know what will happen. So I'd suggest to make sure you can run really quickly. Or at least run quicker than me and Louise.
I tend to try to help remotely if at all possible.
Other than maybe distracting like the emergency services in case it gets too noisy. But if you are going to be there, if this goes wrong, there's a very good chance it will kill whoever is there. It will definitely kill Louis. I'll probably die in the attempt to do this. Probably. Because everything comes with a price.
Yeah, I know. And it touches his face.
Yep. So, if that does happen, I'd suggest you just run. It should stop after it brutally murders Louis.
Well, this is our foreboding.
I mean, it's
One
the
thing we
truth.
have in our advantage is our kind are akin to cockroaches. We always seem to survive.
There is some things that are.
If things really do go wrong, Reinhardt, just shout to run, and I'll try and lead it away from everyone else.
Yeah. I mean, if it goes wrong, there might not be the chance to shout.
If you drop dead, I'll try and lead it away from everyone else.
Yeah, or if my head explodes, or I get turned inside out.
Any of those eventualities, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye out for
just
that.
But if I do die, make sure you get the camera. That's important.
Sure.
I promise someday, and I keep my promises.
Let's get this over with.
Do we need the camera for the ritual?
I said I'd record it for them because they've never done it,
Oh, okay.
and they wanted to see what would happen.
Yep. Aquila would like it on video.
So would I.
Maybe Cal take the camera then, because
It's going to be on me while I'm doing it. It's one of those body cams. So
okay, fair enough. They made that incredibly unnecessarily difficult.
you can always have a second camera
It's fine. I can get that footage.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so the stuff I need to get. I've got something to do one part of it already. Yeah. I'll need to go by that shop then. Hi, Pete.
Yeah, that's easy enough done. They have all of the rest of it.
I'll put it in the back with the blood.
Yep, that's... I'm just making a symbol as we speak. Keep going, guys.
Yep, and then I guess we'll head to this place then and get set up.
Yeah, because we'd be there first. Yeah, that makes sense. So like a trap as much as we can.
Yes.
Yep.
Tabby, if it does go wrong,
Don't.
if it does,
Fuck you. Reinhardt, how do you want me to help you? It's not
Maybe
gonna
just
go
pass
well.
me things when I need them.
Yeah.
Like I'll tell you what I need and pass me it, because it might be easier that way while I'm focused on things. If you can just pass me what I need when I need it, and I'll let you know.
Yeah. I can do that.
You can depend on us.
yes.
Lou. It's going to be fine.
I know.
Stop it. Lou, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine, Reinhardt. It has to be fine.
I love your optimism.
It has to be fine. It's going to be fine.
I mean, if I do pull this off, I can rub Akila's face in it, which is funny. But
That's true.
I long ago accepted this might happen to me. It is the way of our clan that usually you try and push the limits of your own abilities too far, and you know there's a horrible turning inside out sound. So I imagined it was going to be like this, but I just never thought of being a burnout warehouse at the docks.
No, not as noble or mystical.
No, but
I think as far as clans, I definitely got lucky.
I mean, you're the one who's got a wraith after them, so
I mean, sure, but that was, that was following on from a very fun time.
You guys are my clan.
Oh.
It's going to be fine.
Does seem to have devolved into that, yes. I share the sentiment, actually, Tabitha. But unlike you, I have no intention of perishing here tonight. I plan to live a very long time in undeath. So much I'd like to see.
I'm gonna, before I go, hand Cal a handwritten letter.
Ooh.
And I now need to go and check my notes because I can't remember if I named this person. If I didn't,
What about that?
I need someone to give me a Dutch name.
Dutch, I can do that. I just so happen to have very easy access to
It is male.
name generator for different nationalities.
I know I did give them a name. I was so sure of it. Let me double check. I didn't mean to do that. Yep, that's... Oh, no, it's okay. I've got a name.
Got it?
Yep, I've just checked my backstory and it's there. So I'm going to hand this letter to Cal and say, if I die tonight, properly, take this letter to Martin Nichols. He works at the archives with me.
Paper.
Mm-hmm.
Very, of course, very traditional of you. I'll make sure it gets there. And
Thank you.
he puts it in like his leather jacket.
If I don't, then just burn it. If I do survive, just give me back. Or burn it, whatever is easiest.
Sure thing. I'll give it you back. You'll survive. I have faith in you.
Thank you. But it's best to make plans for these things.
Oh yes, I have many contingencies if I am eradicated.
Well,
That's nice.
let's go fight a
It's all
wraith.
good information to have. The Spectre, guys.
Spectre, sorry.
I'm gonna check the phone. Has he clicked the clickbait link yet?
He
I'll take it.
has, yes.
Sweet.
Even in
You
death, horniness continues.
Yeah.
yeah, he's trying to. You can sort of just see a little bit of him. It looks similar to what you remember. Did you actually see what they looked like?
Yeah, I met him. Yeah, we were in the
Yeah.
we were in the police station when Lou pulled him out so I could steal his key card.
Oh yeah.
I've been right
Um,
next to the guy. I know what he
Um,
smells like.
Me too.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
So yeah, he looks similar. It's not the greatest photo. It almost looks like he was too busy looking at other things to really notice.
I was tapping him.
Yeah.
Does David have any like discerning marks on his body? I'll ask a in character. Lou, I have a picture of the vessel. Did David have any tattoos or birthmarks?
No birthmarks.
Is this him? Not the greatest photography, but this is whoever has this phone.
I'll have a look at it.
It's still difficult to tell. Like it could be him, but it's almost like it's not. Like it's really dark where he is.
I'll take more.
It's hard to say, but we'll.
I'm inside his phone now. As long as he keeps the phone on, I can track him.
Well, considering how much he's been texting me the last couple of days, I don't think he turns the phone off.
Good. Can I get into the GPS, see where he is?
He's starting to head to the docks.
So he's just moving through the streets. Okay.
Yeah. He's very keen. Very motivated to meet up.
Okay. Well, I think he is in the body. I think.
Just about done with her symbol.
I'll keep tabs on his location. Tell you when he's drawing near.
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't expect to be drawn tonight. This is fun.
I'm gonna try to hack into the microphone as well, just so I can hear him as he's walking around.
Okay. He's not really saying anything.
Yeah, I didn't think he would be, but it's just good to know if he's like babbling Latin or something. I want to know.
But I'm becoming super aware that I haven't used a gun properly since 1945.
It's a model 1911. You will have used one.
That's good.
That's why I picked it. I've also used one before.
I'm gonna send this picture to you. Actually, I'll stick it in the group chat so you can all see it. I'm quite proud of this, considering I've done it while we've been talking. And I've done it on paint.
Nice. Tabitha is going to suddenly run up and give Lou a big hug.
Lou, yeah. Lou wraps his arms so tightly around her.
It's going to be fine. It has to be fine.
Okay.
There are worse things than death.
K-pop.
And you know, this whole immortal life thing is, well, immortality is an illusion of itself.
Only if you give up.
I don't intend to die tonight, but...
No, we live much longer yet. I'm sure of
Yes.
it. I can't wait to see what they make next.
Be interesting.
Well, he's drawing closer and closer. Where do we want to be? Do we stand here in a circle holding hands right now? What do we do?
Sure, look at the book and see what it tells me to do.
So it has, like, it's basically some of it is sort of in dots almost, and others are in lines. And basically, you can tell from flicking through other parts of the book that basically the lines are chalk and the dots are blood.
Oh, wow, okay, yeah.
Oh, hang on, is that big shape?
I know, like, the whole thing, like, there's other bits that are dotted. I was not going to be putting blinking dots and dashes and everything in that.
Okay, so it's that shape, but with other stuff as well.
Yeah. So there's,
Cool.
like, certain points where it'll say, like, the tip of the arrow, this needs to go here, and things depending on. So it's basically the same symbol, the same basic symbol, no matter what you're going to do. But this is the one for banishment. There's one for obviously, like, destroying it essentially, has added extras, and if you're looking to control it, it's got different symbols in it.
Okay, so we'd need to banish it out of him, then destroy it.
Sounds good.
So to banish it out of him, it's fairly easy. You just need to catch him off guard.
Sure, we can do that.
Because he will probably not want to come out, because although he can get hurt, he's stronger in a mortal body.
Yep.
I mean, I can definitely keep him distracted long enough for you to sneak up and do whatever you need to do.
So yeah, I'll take my jacket off, fold it, or put it over like a bit of metal that's kind of sticking out so it's hung up. Then roll up my sleeves so all the tattoos on his arms are showing. And then probably take a cigarette out of my jacket, light up with my lighter, and just start getting to work with what I need to do.
Okay, are you guys at the warehouses yet?
I would say so,
Or are
yeah.
you waiting?
Yeah, we would have tried to get it, definitely
Because
get
we
it.
know he's coming now,
Mhm.
and we can track him, so we would want to get set up right.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
want to be there with enough time before he gets there so that we can
And obviously
work out our positionings.
I've got the body camera on, and I'm just smoking my cigarette and doing what I need to do. So I guess we'll go for. So is it pattern for banishment or just a pattern for destroy?
No, this is the pattern for banishment.
Okay, cool. So I'll do that, and I'll ask Tabitha to hand me stuff when I need it when I'm doing the pattern.
That's fine. I mean, it's not difficult. Essentially, it's basically like it has it in the book where it's like obviously the candle has to go at the tip of the arrow.
Mm-hmm.
you need to have the paper. The tricky bit is that you'll need to get essence of basically the spectre onto the piece of paper. So that can be either through the mortal that they do possess him, or sometimes they can leave.
Like goop.
Basically, goop is a good word.
Ectoplasm.
Basically behind, yeah. As they kind of go through things, or also they can sometimes when they pick things up, they can leave some behind.
So we're gonna make him touch stuff, basically.
Yeah. And it's like things like that. It's got it in the book, and then it's got an actual spell as well, which I am going to write out for you shortly. But yeah, it takes you, because you need to be as precise as possible. You will need to be careful. And very slow and methodical.
Almost like the chosen career that I have as covers, almost.
I know. You just know that the problem with this is because it's in a different environment as well.
Oh, if Cal could get his phone, that'll probably have.
Juice on it, yeah.
I mean, if you could get his phone from him when he comes in, that would cover the paper.
I can try. Can spectres detect us? Do they have Tabitha's eye?
Not in that way, I don't think. No.
Oh, good. Then I'll do
Because I
my
can't
best.
figure out any other way to do it.
Hal looks around at the dark. It's fine. This is like my operating theatre.
I can distract him at least.
And I'll get the phone.
Yep, and then we just need to get the paper, and then I'll see exactly what I need to do, and we can try and figure out. We'll just do it. That makes sense.
I'll go hide in a crate or something over here. I'll know when he comes in.
And Full Metal Gear Solid. So we cardboard box over yourself and just like shuffle forward and.
Yeah. Well, I can appear unseen. I don't understand what these things can do. I'd like to be cautious. I've been seen too much recently. 40 years of being invisible, and suddenly eyes on you makes you doubt.
One problem at a time.
Indeed. Lou, when you're ready for me to try to snatch the phone, what will be your signal?
I will. I'll hold up a peace sign.
Fine. I'll be ready.
Sure.
I'm going to go get in the box and read the letter that Reinhardt gave me.
You're actually going to read it.
Yeah, there's no way Cal would let something like that. He wouldn't be able to help himself. He'd have to know.
It's basically just him leaving all the stuff in his where he stays to this person.
Yeah, that's fine. He put it back away then.
I mean, it's brave not to think that I didn't magically protect it against being tampered with.
It's true.
Yep, that's fair.
I think as we're waiting, Lou is going to kind of just separate himself briefly to kind of like steel himself and ready himself. And as he does, he's going to take out his phone and he's going to send a text to Esme.
Oh, okay.
And just tell her we're dealing with the Spectre tonight down at the docks where we dealt with your problem on Halloween. Have a car nearby, and if shit goes wrong, get her out. Please.
Ooh, please. Yes, that looks amazing in Latin. Right. Mwahaha. I'm not actually going to make you. I'm very tempted to make you say it, Chris. But I'm
I'll
not.
try.
This is. There you go. If you can say that in Latin, I will be humongously impressed. Because even I don't know how to say it in Latin.
Contemplator spiritum diverter anime nimis dio in hoc plano futiste ego te hoc loco et hes liberotes religo. I don't even know how to do that one.
No, you're freaking killing that, man. That was cool. You actually did it in a rhythm. That was sick. Well done, Chris.
Numquam? No, it can't be that. I don't even know how you'd pronounce that.
I think it's numquam.
Oh, numquam. Hic iterum penem ponere.
Yes, numquam hic
anime.
interim petre porone.
Okay.
It sounds so cool. It's not that
does
impressive,
sound
but
cool.
it sounds cool.
No, that
in
did sound
Latin.
cool.
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go. Okay. So yeah, so that's basically what you're gonna have to repeat. You don't actually have to repeat it if you don't want to. We'll just assume.
Oh, please.
In the spur of the
Immersion.
moment.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll try.
You gotta try, yeah.
So it does say that when you start reciting the spell, you basically cannot stop until it's done or you're dead, basically.
Cool.
Because to stop it this is the consequences part of this.
Yeah.
Because essentially what you're doing is you are opening a door to that world, and essentially like booting it through, because you're not destroying it, you're banishing it from this plane of existence. So once that door is opened, if you don't essentially keep up until it's all finished, you could leave it open and that causes extra havoc. And you've already got extra havoc.
Yeah.
You know, other things happening, so.
Right.
Follow through is important.
Exactly. I will say you do get a reply from Esme, Lou. And she's just like, you fucking what? And she's like, fine, I'll have someone there to either clear up the mess or to get yous away. And then it's like, don't screw this up. And
The message and then just go, don't intend to, but not so concerned about myself right now.
and at this she's like, there's hope for you yet. And
Is Lou having his memento
I message her
mori?
back like, probably not.
yeah,
Is Lou,
like,
is Lou going through? Is he having a memento mori?
possibly.
Lou is since this whole Spectre incident started, Lou has very much started reflecting on his undeath and has definitely seen how hollow some stuff that he's been doing is.
I walked in front of the car shouting memento mori then.
Mm.
Good old Romans.
Okay. That's fine. So it's basically now you're just counting down the plot.
What is the special stuff we needed to get, or will you cover that when we get to the point that we need to get it for?
That wasn't necessarily for this one, I don't think, because basically the black salt they didn't have any, but you know that essentially black salt is just essentially crystallized salt that has charcoal mixed into it. You're essentially mixing, like, it says chalk charcoal because some of it you need to mark out, but you also need to mix some of that into the blood as you're doing it. Basically, if all goes well, in theory, the whole thing is supposed to light up. Which is usually when you know that the spell's actually working.
Okay, so all I need to do is do that stuff, light the candle and the paper when it's go time.
Chant to your heart's content.
Okay.
Or actually, no, chant and like
Don't
it's
stop.
going to kill you if you don't, because it's basically going to kill you if you don't.
So do we still need the gunk on the paper then?
Yes. They're basically, if he's in a mortal body, again, to get him out of it, if he can't, like, if he won't leave the body voluntarily, then you'll basically have to make him. How you do that will entirely depend on you guys, to be fair.
Probably with a gun.
Yeah, you can either obviously
Evicted by gun.
You can provoke, you can hurt, you can persuade, you can do whatever.
All right.
Try and do it peacefully, and if we can't, just shoot him.
Because again, I know you're not bothered about the body. The mortal for innocent person.
Yeah,
been
I
caught
just
in the middle of it all.
Peacefully would be the best option because there'll be no sound to attract anyone. But if we have to go for it, then
yeah, of course, yeah, I'm with you.
You just put the gun as close as you can to his body and pull the trigger. It should deaden some of the sound.
So Lou, you do get a message to say that he's on his way, and he asked exactly where to meet you because the docks is a big place.
I'll tell him which dock we're on.
Are you going to meet him outside, or are you going to let him come in?
Where are we setting up the ritual? Inside or outside?
I was imagining we were inside somewhere.
Yeah, I think it'd be inside, because if it was outside, it might be exposed to the elements, and the last thing I need is like the chalk circle to get washed away.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's fair.
So we need
Especially if
somewhere
it
with some.
rains.
Yeah, we need somewhere with like
Mm-hmm.
cover over me.
I will. I will meet David by the door.
Okay. So you're waiting by the door. Where is everybody else?
Imagine Tabitha and Reinhardt. I'd like the idea of Reinhardt like going through the ritual and saying what he'll need when, because he won't be able to say what he'll need.
Yeah.
And so they've been like, she's essentially just like, let's practice.
Yeah, it'll be like rehearsing a dance almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there will be a thing you'll need to do essentially with the rope. There is like a thing at the bottom to say that he needs to kind of be in the ritual circle. But if he leaves as the ritual's going on, you can use the rope to haul him back in. But the rope has to be like essentially imbued with the same magic. So it's got to be sort of like there, but Reinhardt won't be in the circle, but he'll be touching the outside of it, because obviously it's using his magic to fuel the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically a case of if he moves, he could break the circle,
right.
in which case you're all buggered. So it's going to have to be a thing of protect Reinhardt, and someone will potentially need to throw a rope maybe at some point to catch a spooky.
Yeah, let's Tabitha.
Okay.
We need to get him into the circle, and then the ghost out of him, and then hold the spooky there and banish it.
Or get
Lusug said ghost and then banish.
Or get ghost out of body into circle and then go from there.
Yeah, so either way we need to get, I mean, I don't know how we would get, if it was incorporeal, how we would get it into the circle.
Lou, you should.
I mean, they can still move.
But we can't touch it, can we, when it's like, not in
no,
its...
not unless you've got, I mean, it could potentially take a solid form, but it takes a lot of energy for that to happen, and they have things that they can use without using solid form.
So we probably need...
So, and getting it out of the body, we don't need it in the circle, but we need it in the circle to to destroy it.
Yeah.
Well, banish it. Yeah.
To banish it, right?
I think destroying would be pushing it.
I mean, if we can, banish it, fine. If we can focus on getting it out of its body, I'm pretty sure I could probably lure it into the circle.
You can't be in the circle, though.
No, but I can be on the other side of it.
Okay.
Okay. Are you
See
guys?
what happens?
Yeah.
I have celerity, so I can move really quickly if I need to.
Okay. Does everyone have dice ready? Because this is gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, first proper combat.
Oh, jeez.
We've only been playing this
with
campaign for multiple months at this point. It's our first proper combat.
I mean, the thing is, because you're vampires, it doesn't happen as often, unless you're with other vampires, basically. So you've managed to overcome a lot.
To be fair, though, like VTM is not a combat.
It's not
game,
combat
right?
heavy.
It's a political game. So
yeah, not combat heavy.
No.
Okay, so as Lou is waiting, you see someone appear around the corner. You obviously you're gonna assume it's David. Kind of looks like him, but not quite. There's subtle differences. So you're potentially thinking either family member, possibly brother or cousin. He never mentioned any family, but you never asked, to be perfectly honest. You were using him and he was starstruck, so
yeah.
You're gonna assume some sort of family member. Looks very similar. But you know it's not the face of David that you know, but you know it's David. Especially because when he sees you, he's like, "Oh!" like, Leia, I missed you so much, and like runs over to try and give you a hug.
Hug him back. Just go, oh baby, I missed you too. So, we can go anywhere we would want to talk, but I happen to know that this building right behind me has been vacant for a while.
Okay. I did want to ask why we were here.
This place had some damage done to it not too long ago, and they were hiring people to clear it up. Like I said, I needed some short-term money. But it's neither here nor there.
Like, what happened? The last little while's been weird. Like, I remember you being there, and we had a really good time. And then everything got really painful and kind of dark. And then I got really angry and really scared. And I don't know what's going on. I just know that I needed to see you, but I don't know why. I mean, obviously I know why, but I don't know why. Like, I was angry at you, but I don't know why I was angry at you. Did we fight? And then you weren't answering any of my messages.
We...
And then I woke up and this isn't... This is me, but it's not me.
I'm not very good at being the boyfriend. And I'm very sorry for everything that happened. We did have a fight. We had a couple of drinks, and I told you that I was very scared about being with you because I don't tend to stay in relationships long term. And I felt that I was caring for you a little too much, and it was scaring me. And I tried to break things off, and it led to a fight. And it's been difficult, and I'm really sorry for that.
Oh. Okay. I mean, I always thought you were a pretty good boyfriend. But why don't I feel like me? Like my voice is different. And I don't feel right.
I
And
don't
I'm just
know.
so angry. And at this,
Come
he
on.
kind of like, there's like a flicker of something.
Hey, it's okay. I don't know what this is, but we can figure that out. Come over here. Let's sit down for a bit.
It's like, oh,
I'm going to try and just
okay.
pull him a bit further into the warehouse. So,
I'm using my unseen ability, even though Reinhardt's right there, but...
so look, I'm really sorry, and I haven't been around much. I know. I needed some time to reflect and think about what I wanted to do, and I realized that being apart from you was more painful than being with you, even though that scares me as well. So I'm here, and you're here, and that's all that matters right now.
Okay. I don't know. Something's wrong, and not just with me, with you. Something else happened.
I know.
And and you can see the more flustered he's getting, it's like it's almost like a sort of vibrating under his skin. So you can even feel it like standing next to him, and it's like he's just getting really.
I'm gonna reach forward and just kind of wrap my arms around him and hold him tightly and just say, "It's okay. It's okay. It's okay."
I slither out and try to take the phone.
I don't know what's going on, but we'll figure this out together, I promise.
He's he seems like he's sort of calming down. And he's still very tense, but the sort of vibrating stopped. He's still very confused.
It's okay. I am not going to go anywhere. And we can... we can figure out whatever this is. Just gotta... we just gotta... I don't know, but I'm not gonna leave you whilst you're feeling like this. Yeah, I don't know. Once you've got the once you've got the phone from him, I'll kind of slowly release the hug and just kind of stay sat with him.
Can I get his phone?
Okay, so I was just gonna say, oh, my voice is going perfect. Getting the thing up. There we go. Okay, so if your thing, so if Lou, can you roll? I feel like this is. If you do charisma and manipulation for me. And then if
Could I do persuasion and manipulation?
I'll say yes.
Cool.
Um,
There's one dice difference. That's all.
Yeah. Cal, can you just do a straight stealth roll for me?
Right.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay, so...
That is 4 successes. No, 5 successes.
3 successes still.
Okay, so you definitely get the phone. Did you say 4 successes?
5.
5 successes. Okay, he's still tense. But he's at least not vibrating, essentially. Still very, like, say, on edge. What's his intelligence? Okay. So again, at the moment, he's still has no clue what's going on. He doesn't know why he's here. Like, say, again, Cal, you've got his phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna skulk off and give it to Reinhardt as soon as possible.
Okay.
Is it all sticky and weird?
There's a slight sort of sheen to it.
Okay, I hold it between like my 2 fingers then, quite delicately.
Yeah. Chris, can you do an occult roll for me?
Yeah.
Just because I'm going to assume that Cal would know the difference between whatever ick comes off spirits compared to just general human ick.
Yeah, if it's just
So was that a occult roll? Ugh.
Yeah.
Eating a lot of chicken wings earlier. Greasy fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably
You
quite
never
an
know.
oily guy, actually. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is it human ick or spooky ick?
So that's 3 successes on the normal dice and a success on the on the hunger dice.
Excellent. Yes, it is ghost ick. So you can essentially rub the paper on it and get as much off as possible. Which actually you do with that sort of roll. You do. Basically, it's just a case of as soon as the spectre is in the circle, you can basically begin.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the phone back off you, and I'll just silently like nod.
So what's Lou gonna do now?
Lou is Lou is basically trying to keep David busy until he's got some kind of notion that these guys are ready to start. So
Yeah, he's almost like clinging to you. Like he doesn't seem to be crying or hyperventilating. It's almost like he just needs something to hang on to.
yeah.
Um,
I think Lou will. I think Lou will get kind of pull David up so they're both standing.
uh-huh.
Pull him in and kiss him, and as they're kissing, kind of just slowly kind of walk them closer to where everything's being set up.
Okay. Okay, so you're trying to move sort of slowly.
Just slowly kind of like stepping our way towards where the ritual is.
Okay. In that case, I will. I think what that would be, because you're trying to be sort of sneaky about it.
Yeah.
Because also you don't want to muck up the floor. I feel like that's probably stealth and manipulation.
I can do that. Yeah.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Tabitha, while that's happening,
Yes.
can you do an insight check for me?
Yes.
Because I feel like you're the only one that's not concentrating on a specific thing at the moment, and also you are, well, also hidden, because I imagine Cal is as well.
I'm gonna spend a willpower to re-roll that.
Okay.
Does this include hunger die?
Yeah.
Presumably?
I got 4 successes and 1 critical failure.
Please. I'm gonna use that one, and I'm gonna use that one and get rid of those dice.
Okay.
Do better. Much better. That is a critical success and a regular success.
Nice.
Okay. So.
Much better than 3 failures.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay. Let's see how he does with this. Oh wow, that was shite. Right, okay. He does not notice you moving, Lou, like moving them slowly towards something. Like obviously he knows you're moving, but he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what you can tell from where you are, because you're concentrating. He is Tabitha with that.
Yeah.
That was pretty good reroll. You notice that as you're sort of watching the scene, you get a glimpse of his face as he sort of comes under kind of like a shaft of moonlight. Because obviously the ceiling's all sort of like caved in. And there is a smirk on his face.
It's not right.
And although he seems to be really clinging to Lou,
Yeah.
You can tell that he is not buying it, but he is.
He feels like he's using him.
Yeah,
He's
there's
in control.
definitely
He's doing a
definitely an
bamboozle.
ulterior motive going on here. I just got gifted a bowl of rice pudding, so it's for me. It's like,
This is
Not
something
bad.
I thought about doing anyway.
Nom nom.
I kind
So-
of want to. Oh man.
I should remind
okay,
you,
just whatever.
what is it we need to do to get him out of the body?
You can either get him to come out by himself, or you will have to force him out by beating up the body. If you force him out, we then need to get the ghosty version into the circle. Either way, we need to get the ghost in the circle. It's either if you want to get the ghost, get him into the circle and then get the ghost out while it's in the circle, or try and wrangle the ghost into a circle.
Okay.
Depends how good at ghost wrangling you think you'll be.
Come
How
on, Sarah,
far-
what were you?
How far away is he from the ritual space in this?
Slowly getting closer. It's like he's more focused on something else, so he's not fully aware of where they're moving to. Like he knows he's moving somewhere,
Right.
because you can't really shuffle without you noticing that you're being shuffled. but he just thinks it's Lou being. I don't know. He's not entirely sure what Lou's doing. He thinks it's going to be something cutesy, probably. But
They're dancing. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, except only in one direction.
Yeah.
Fine.
It's a line dance.
Yeah.
Making out and walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're slowly getting there, but they're still probably about a good 5-6 feet away.
Okay.
Still.
That's not bad.
Enough.
Huh?
It's close enough.
I kind of want to use dementation on it. I'm not sure if that would work or how that.
I will need to look that up. Give me a mo.
It's a dominate skill. Essentially says that the kindred may inflict slow madness on another, bringing up their compulsions.
Ooh.
Essentially, in a way of kind of like, I don't know, disorienting it enough so that it doesn't feel like it's in control anymore. Because that's really annoying.
Oh, that one. Let me just do quick read.
It's manipulation and dominate versus compulsion and intelligence.
I don't know if that would work because you need to have a conversation with them.
Oh, okay, it's not really. I'll write that down on my thing.
Yeah, so it says it requires nothing more than a casual conversation.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So it says after engaging in conversation, the user can activate the power.
I want to use it so bad.
I mean, it's going to happen, and when it does, it's going to be epic.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
I've seen what you can do with the power of words.
I think my bard had that at once. She's gonna lean over to Reinhard and say, "It knows something."
Well, it couldn't be too easy, could it?
Lou's gonna keep up his charade, but keep his eyes open and try and make eye contact with someone to basically have a signal of when he's gonna make his move.
Do it.
I'll just nod.
And whilst mid-kiss, Lou is going to slip the gun out the back of his, from the back of his trousers, hold it, and slip it right so it's pointing straight at David's stomach, and just fire off 2 shots into him.
Okay, so you're trying to be sort of slowly pull the gun out.
Slowly pull the gun out and
point it.
Yeah.
Okay, can you just do straight stealth for me?
Straight stealth.
Straight stealth at this point. Yep.
Okay.
If Tabitha sees anything that's going awry, she's going to run up and grab David and just chuck him at the circle.
Okay.
I am gonna spend a willpower to reroll.
Okay.
I got 3 3s on that one.
Oof.
Come on. That's even worse.
Oh no!
No.
There's no critical failures, but no successes either.
Okay.
Tabitha runs up.
I was gonna say, I was like, what do you do? Are you trying to grab him from behind, pull him, or what?
Yeah, I think that's what she would do.
You're gonna grab David.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
grab him and just yank him into the circle.
Okay.
If you can.
I'm just trying to think what that would be.
Strength and brawl?
I mean, theoretically. Oh, no, it would be athletics.
Oh, but I don't have anything in athletics. Why would it be athletics? It's brawl. I'm trying to fight him.
Because athletics is running, jumping, and climbing, and you're running to pull him in.
He's like 5 feet from me.
Well, fine. If you want to do what, strength and brawl?
Yeah, that's what I want to roll.
Okay, go for it. I want to see if you can. Well, this is a.
To be fair, I'm only rolling
contested.
3 dice, so.
Yeah.
And that's a critical success and a critical failure. So.
Hey.
The critical success was on the hunger die, though, so that's at least good, right?
That's good. Okay, so all of this happens in a split second. Obviously, Tabitha notices the smirk. They're slowly moving backwards. Then Lou goes to pull out the gun and point it towards David's stomach. As this happens, Tabitha then runs forward and goes to grab the back of David's jacket. Just so you know, David's awareness is 5, and I got a critical success and 3 successes.
Jesus.
So as all of this goes to happen, David throws his hand out, and specters have telekinesis.
Oh, fun.
So Tabitha goes flying backward.
Okay.
You don't take any damage.
Okay.
And he shoves his hand forward. Doesn't make contact with Lou, but Lou also goes flying backward.
Fuck.
And now we have music change.
Excellent.
This is the one that I hope it is.
Good thing we build all our characters to handle combat.
Yeah, right.
Only 2 of us have actual combat skills, and
Yeah.
mine's literally at two points.
Yeah, we have a full
It ain't
competition.
me, bro. Yeah.
It's okay.
So,
Fine.
and at this he goes, Lou, how stupid do you think I am? And he starts to sort of like vibrate and like hover off the ground. And he's like, I know what you did. I remember what you did. I loved you. Do you have any... And as he's doing this, he's slowly sort of rising you into the air. And he's like, do you really think I wouldn't remember the fact that you killed me? I loved you.
I have a feeling this probably isn't going to work.
Hey, you never know what you're thinking of.
I am from where he's floating me up in the air.
Uh-huh.
I am going to look back at him.
Yep.
And just go. I know, darling. You always were so smart. Probably why I was so drawn to you in the first place, and I'm going to try and use entrancement on him.
Okay. Okay.
So which I believe is, for me, is presence plus charisma? If I'm not mistaken, or maybe it's manipulation.
No, you've got charisma and presence.
Charisma and presence.
Yeah, so I've got composure and...
Alright, yeah, I'll
Oh.
go ahead and use it. That is 2 successes and 1 critical failure.
Oh, my dice rolls are very good tonight. I got 2 critical successes and 3 successes.
Jesus Christ, B!
Wow, yeah, I genuinely wish I was joking, but no, wow. It's all going to go horribly wrong soon for me. Why can't I do this when I'm being the good person?
That's the way it works.
So yeah, he literally goes, "Nice try, sweet cheeks," and like throws you, and you go flying out of the building. You don't take any damage at the moment. He just wants you out of the way. And he turns to look at you, Tabitha, because Lou's mentioned how you're basically like family, and he's going to basically attempt to attack you.
I'm going to try to put the circle between it and me.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd really need to roll for that because you're just moving.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can put the circle between you, that's fine. So yeah, he is going to let's see, what's his... Oh, wow, these guys are mean. Wow, these guys are really mean. Okay, so he is going to basically spot something that's on the... Obviously, there's still debris and everything everywhere. So he's basically going to pick up a plank of wood.
Yeah.
Because now he basically knows that you guys are vampires. You know, it's kind of obvious after what happened.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a cough. So he's going to pick up a piece of wood and throw it at you. Launch it at you. So are you going to attempt to get out of the way, or what are you planning on doing?
Yeah. No, I would like to eat the wood.
Yeah,
I will try to dodge out of the way.
Okay. Oh. Okay, so if you do, let me see. I just want to double check for throwing things. Looks like it. Okay, so you would do dexterity and athletics unless you can convince me otherwise.
I know you're saying you're athletic. If I can.
Okay, how would that work in a situation where someone's throwing a thing of wood at you?
Well, because brawl is typically it's a fighting melee kind of thing, and so it's like this includes dodging out of the way of punches and stuff.
Everything is related.
Everything. Well, everything's connected, but that's more of a information gathering.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not built for combat.
No.
Yeah, unless I could use a survival, but I imagine that's a completely different skill.
No, survival is also physical.
All right. Well, if I could use survival to try to survive.
I mean, you know, that's fair. I'll do dexterity and survival.
Okay, cool. Nice. My survival is much better than the other ones. Okay. That's one critical fail, and 2 critical successes.
Ooh.
And
okay,
so
so
die, so that goes up.
So you even each other out. Actually, he goes to throw it at you, and obviously it seems like it's a lot heavier as well than what he's used to. So as he goes to throw it, it's still a bit wobbly, and you manage to sort of like dive out the way. And he, again, is still aiming at you, but he's looking for things that are slightly smaller. So you can see he's looking around to try and find something. What are you going to do? Is anyone else stepping in at this point, by the way? Just putting that out there. This is not a turn-based thing.
No,
if you want to throw yourselves into the mix, you can do.
So is he...
Yeah.
On you go.
I was just going to... Lou's being floated up in the air.
Oh no, he threw you out of the building. You are out of the building. You're
Oh,
not doing
shoot.
it anymore. But you're
Okay.
good. Yeah, probably about a warehouse length away from them at the moment because there wasn't really anything to stop you.
That's fine. I have celerity, so
fast.
Yeah.
Run back.
If I can just like run in and then open fire on this fucker, I will.
Okay. What are Reinhardt and Cal gonna do?
What are you going to do, Reinhardt? You duck first. I said I would listen to you.
So is he floating around in the air at this point? Sorry.
No, he's still standing on the ground. He's standing, but he's lifting things. He doesn't float at the moment. He's still in a human body.
Okay.
It's just he can fight using telekinesis.
I'm probably going to use my potence power lethal body.
Okay.
And then I'm going to wait until he's distracted and just like crack him right across the jaw as hard as I can.
Okay. Double check that one.
Unless Cal's gonna do something, I think Tabitha's gonna try to distract him. In some fashion.
Okay.
So that should screw him up a fair bit.
That's if you can touch him, though.
Yeah. If I manage to biff him, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's Cal gonna do?
Well, I'm not going to fist fight with this dude. Cal is going to try. He knows he's not powerful, but he does want to protect his clan. He's going to cycle desperately through the video of how he turned into the bat, and he's going to try to figure out how he's supposed to do it.
Nice.
Okay. So we'll quickly do that one because yours would be a straightforward. Resolve and intelligence.
Okay.
For you, Cal, to see if you can remember and if you potentially have the will to do it.
Right.
Then, Lou, if
Yeah.
you can do. I'm just trying to think if you need anything specific for your speediness.
And the thing that I've got at the moment is rapid reflexes, which allows me to dodge
Yeah.
bullets. But yeah, I will run in as fast as I possibly can.
Got
Okay.
4 successes on that knowledge.
Wow. Okay.
You know bats.
I know bats. I
Okay.
am the knight.
You do know bats.
Bats are great.
Okay. If Matthew, if you can do a strength and dexterity for me to see how fast you can get into the room and how good you can aim. And obviously Reinhardt's just waiting for an opportunity.
I'm going to spend another willpower.
Oh dear. What's Tabitha doing after she managed to dodge a massive big dod of wood comes thrown at her?
She's gonna say, "Do you really think that he cared about you at all?"
Ooh. We're making
She's gonna
angry.
she's gonna just try to egg him on and provoke him to come towards her. It's like, if you stop being a pussy and just come over and try to hit me with your fucking fists.
Fair. Okay, in that case, you want to do manipulation and persuasion
Yeah,
for me.
I can do that.
I got 1, 1, and 1. 1 critical failure, 1 success, and 1 critical success.
Come on.
Okay.
Nope, that's not
So
even
you
okay.
manage to run in. As you're attempting to aim, it's almost like you're not entirely sure where to look, because as you've come in, he's thrown a chunk of wood at Tabitha, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Come at me, bro!" And then Cal's almost, I don't know what face Cal's attempting to do when he's looking at this video. And then obviously Reinhardt's just standing there waiting for something.
Reinhardt's waiting. Cal's looking at his phone.
Tabitha's like this, so doing something to egg him on, and you're not entirely sure essentially where to look, because although you were aiming at David, this is your family essentially.
Yeah.
So what did you get for your rolls? Sorry, Sarah.
I got 3 successes and 2 critical fails.
Okay, I'm gonna see what. Okay, what would this be for
And I'm
that?
scared to re-roll.
That's fair. Okay, so it would be
Failure is where the story is.
what's some composure?
I've only re-rolled the 2 rolls that I rolled no successes on whatsoever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why that's what I did. I had no success. I'm like, no, it's not gonna fly.
Only thing with Lou is I deliberately built him to have really low willpower, so I've only got like
Ooh.
1 more left.
Oh, okay. Well, he only got 1 success on his dice against Tabitha.
Hey.
So he's very much now like, "Ugh," and then he starts getting angry, and he's starting to step forward, and he's getting really close to the circle.
Yeah.
As he's stepping forward, Cal, like, he's still not close enough yet to Reinhardt for Reinhardt to do anything. Cal, if you can just do a straight resolve roll for me, to see if you can essentially attempt to turn it into a bat now that you remember how to do it.
Yeah.
And then, Lou, are you going to try and shoot him?
1 success. 2 planks.
Okay, so you're getting there. For every time, I'm going to basically do it whenever they've all done something. If you want to just keep re-rolling resolve,
Yeah,
see if you can
basically
get it
it's
up
like
there.
bones and stuff are snapping and trying to turn into this creature.
Yeah.
He might even break his own arm to be like, come on.
Let's see. Okay, so if you can do, Lou, if you can do a strength and firearms roll for me.
Strength and firearms.
Yep, to see if you can essentially shoot him. So what's he gonna do? He's gonna do roll and melee.
Oh! That is the best roll I've had all night. 3 successes and 1 critical success, no failures.
Oh, nice.
There it is.
Okay, so
Wow.
his...
The second Tabitha's in danger, he shoots like a fucking pro.
Oof, okay. Oh god, that was crap. Okay, so yes, you basically take aim and you shoot him. It's a pretty good shot. I'm assuming you're not aiming to kill the human. I don't know, are you?
To kill the human?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. I've killed him once already. I'm going for the headshot.
It's not him. It's his brother.
I don't give a shit.
Cousin Cinderella.
Well, that's right. You killed him once before. It's like, but you didn't kill this guy.
I don't
yeah,
kill this
definitely.
guy. I don't care. I've killed loads of people. I'm fucking shooting him in the head.
Okay, for a headshot, if you can give me a composure and dexterity.
Composure and dexterity. Jesus.
Yep, I want to see. It's because you got a really good shot if you were aiming for the body, but if you're going to aim for the head, that's something else.
Okay, composure and dexterity. Actually, that's a little better than my dice pool for the shot. Let's see if I can do this. That is 2 successes.
Okay. So you I'm just trying to think what his thing would be. What is his? What's the other two? Would it be? It could be. What is the?
I must shoot whatever part of him I can, but I'm not holding back and trying to wound him. I'm definitely going to kill shot.
Yeah,
Oh
time
yeah,
to
no,
blast.
I'm just trying to see if he might have seen it and been able, because you're gonna hit him. It's just whether it's gonna be a headshot or not.
Fair.
So that'll be. Oh, sugar. Okay, so that's a critical success, a critical fail, and 2 criticals. Okay, so I think he figures he's obviously going towards Tabitha, because she pissed him off. And it's just pure fluke that you go to shoot him and he's moved a bit. And you basically get him like just almost at the jugular. Which if you'd hit it, it would have bled out, but it's still a fairly... If he doesn't get it seen to, he's probably going to die. Cal, do you want to roll again, resolve, and see?
Yep. 1 success again.
Okay, you're getting... There's more bones that... It's like your skin's now starting to move in ways that you weren't aware of the last time that happened. Okay, I'm gonna roll.
Reinhardt get to try to hit him.
Yeah, I want to just see if he would be close enough at this point, because he's still basically he was stalking towards you, Tabitha. But obviously now he's been shot at. He's gonna turn around.
I'm gonna throw my banana at him.
Hold on a minute. Let me see if... You know what, I think it's wrong for grappling, isn't it? Just a second. Okay. Let's see. So are you just... Okay, so you're just looking to just attack him, basically?
Yeah, I've used my potent body thing, so as soon as he's distracted, I'm just probably going to either like grapple and try and break his neck, or just hammer him as hard as I can to try and do as much damage as I can.
Okay, if you do a strength and brawl roll for me.
Okay.
I need... Oh.
I'm going to use a willpower to reroll that.
Okay.
Because that was bad. Oh, bloody hell.
Okay, excellent.
That's 2 successes, a critical success, and a blank on the hunger die. Which
That's
I
fine,
think...
that's just a normal...
Yeah.
That's a fail, yeah. It's not a critical fail.
Yeah, so a crit success, 2 successes, and a fail. And a blank, sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
And apparently this means I do aggravated health damage to mortals.
Yep.
I'm going to do that because it sounds good.
Okay. Second.
I mean,
Let's see. Aggravated. Okay, so
causes inflammation in his wounds.
Wow, okay. Okay, so let's see, where is the damage? Okay, so it's a stamina. Okay. Okay, so you get aggravated damage. So you definitely won that fight. Okay, so he... Okay. Okay, if you can roll a d10 for me. Just one.
Okay.
You'll actually need an actual d10, because I need numbers.
I might just be able to roll it in roll 20, hopefully.
Yeah.
7.
Okay. So he's got severe head trauma. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, he does.
got penalties. Okay. So yes, he's bleeding out from a bullet wound, and he's basically around this area. And then I don't know where in the face are you attacking him?
I'd probably be going like, I imagine it's probably like an uppercut or something, like just trying to like knock him out so we could deal with him, and probably just like a straight uppercut to his jaw.
Okay. So he's basically he's now a little bit hazy. It's literally a case of physical rolls at -1, mental rolls at -2. So you've very much given him at least a concussion. You've probably broken his jaw.
That's fine.
Or at least dislocated it.
Nice.
He's now getting really, really angry, obviously. So what he's gonna do is he
Give up.
he is going to pick up a bit of rubble that's on the ground, and he's going to attempt to throw it at Reinhardt, because Reinhardt was closer to it.
Okay.
Okay, so that's plus a -1. Okay. Oh, actually, I need to pick 2 dice off that. Oh no, 1 dice. I think. It doesn't. It just says make physical rolls at -1. So I'm gonna assume that that's 2 down. I'll be nice. Wow, I'm gonna spend another willpower for that. That was nonsense. Oh, that was better. Mucho better. Okay, so Reinhardt, I need you to dodge out of the way.
Okay.
So you need to do dexterity plus athletics.
Okay. This is gonna hurt. Oh dear. That's a critical failure.
Oh, excellent. Because I got 2 critical successes, a success and a critical fail.
No.
Really? He'd be pissed. He'd be pissed. Okay, so for that, you basically get a whole hunk of essentially concrete thrown at your face. So you, I just want to. I mean, it's technically not critical, but you would take for that probably 1 point of damage.
How much
and
health do I know I have?
It's on your character sheet.
It's under physical.
Yeah.
Opposite
Cool.
willpower.
Okay, for some reason it's blank.
Yeah, because if it's full, it means you're.
Okay, so do I have one?
I think you're meant to have 7. I think.
Well, I have 4. It's attached to something, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah. Let me check.
That's alright. I'll see. I'll work it out. I can check online. It's okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so you take 1 point of damage.
Okay. I'll...
Honestly,
Can Tabitha
yeah,
do something
he'd be pissed at you.
at this point?
What was that, Sarah?
I was wondering if Tabitha could attack him at this point.
I'm gonna quickly do. Cal, do you want to do one more resolve roll for me?
Yeah, because if he turns into a bat, then
it's gonna be epic.
1 success, 2 fails.
Okay, so again, it's one of those now where your arms are sort of stretching out and essentially becoming wings.
Oh man.
I just want to do it and see if he's going to be aware of it.
Surely he's distracted by everybody else.
I mean, yeah, he only got 1 success, so yeah, it's one of those where he can. I imagine Cal's making noises of some kind.
He's probably screaming as his bones and stuff rip apart. But...
Yeah, that's noises of some kind. Yeah. So he's probably like, that way where you sort of see it and you're just something else happens. So yeah, what is Tabitha wanting to do?
This is how I'm visualizing. I'm a very visual person. And so I'm imagining we've got the circle that's there, right?
Yeah.
He's like 3 feet from it, right?
Yeah.
And Ryan, I was yelling at him and he got distracted by me, and then Lou came in like 20, 30 feet away. He's like all the way back there. And Reinhardt is off to the side and he just came up and just like bashed into, like uppercutted him, and he's bleeding out everywhere. Tabitha's gonna run around, because she was over on the upside, run around the circle, leap onto his back, and just sink her fangs into his neck, and just like kind of pull him back into the circle.
Okay.
She's going full, like, snack? Multitasking.
I was gonna say, I was like, that's not quite snack, that's definitely multitasking.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
A little
I feel like
body
that's probably... It's definitely going to be composure, because you're going to have to keep your head to actually be able to pull it off.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think. I'm tempted for this one to say athletics, because you're running, jumping on him, and pulling him backwards.
Isn't brawl like an actual, like, it's tumbling?
Are you thinking like grappling wise?
Yeah, athletics feels like much more like track and field or climbing.
Okay, if you do composure and brawl for me, he is gonna attempt to.
I need to use that. I use those ones.
Let's see. So probably.
Oh wait, I've got 200. All right, then I'll do those ones. Oh. All right, 3 successes.
Okay, let's see what he does. Nope. Oh, I wish I kept that. That was thinking shit. Oh. Right, I'm gonna use. I've got 1 more willpower left after this, and then That was 2 successes. What did you get?
3 successes.
Oof. Okay, so yeah, you bite onto him and you're pulling him backwards. He's moving slowly, but he is moving backwards.
3 feet.
He's almost like he's trying to throw you off. At this point, as you're like pulling him backwards, he's trying to like pull you off.
Yeah, I'm beating on him.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean my hunger goes down.
That's true. I mean, it will go. You will lose 1 hunger at the moment anyway. That's why you had to kind of keep your head.
Right.
Okay, Lou, what are you doing? After you shot him and then...
I shot him and then Tabby's jumped on him and is like trying to pull him into the circle.
Yeah.
Yep.
And did that succeed?
Kind of. He's slowly moving backwards with Tabitha on his back while feeding on him.
Lou will run up behind, I guess, and follow up and try and basically join Tabitha in tackling him forward.
So essentially you're want to rugby tackle him is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Right now.
Nice.
Yeah, we've got to get him in the pit.
Are you trying to... I'm assuming you're not even attempting to be careful, you just want to rugby tackle the fucking into the
I
circle.
just want to ram it into this guy and finish knocking him into the circle.
Okay, if you just do a straight brawl for me...
I don't have brawl.
You'll still get 1. That'll just be your hunger die.
Okay.
You can do it.
Couldn't do athletics or...
I mean, you could probably do... I mean, I'm so used to blinking Tabitha going, oh, don't do athletics, that's like track and field. If you could do it, you could probably do athletics.
I'll do athletics, I've got 2 in athletics. 2 successes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay, so he got critical success on his dexterity, but then 2 fails. So he's attempting to sort of like move out of the way. You catch him like on the kind of like round his kind of waist and leg, and he sort of spins round. He's now much closer to the circle, but Tabitha's in danger of falling in first.
Cool.
So he's basically like managed to grab hold of her and is like this and trying to like pull it off. While I imagine you're like clamped like a weird sort of cat onto him, like all 4 limbs, like.
No. Teeth sunk deep into his neck.
Yeah. So he's very close to the circle, but like I say, he's also very close to knocking Tabitha off. Cal, 1 more resolve roll for me.
You know,
I really want him to turn into a bat.
I do too. 1 fail, 1 success. 1 is for hunger fail.
Okay. Let me just quick. Okay. Yeah, so you are essentially, you look a bit like a man-bat. So you're at the point where you can, basically you know you can fly, but you're still in the process of kind of transforming. Because it's your first time being aware of it, it's going to take longer.
Okay. Yeah, I'll like fly up into the rafters then.
Okay. And you are slowly still transforming. It's just, it was very painful to fly up there.
Yeah.
So you do take, just trying to think what mental stress is. I think you take, if you took half a point of willpower, you'll get it back, obviously, once everything goes on. But at the moment, it's taking a lot of mental energy for this, not just physical.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, Reinhardt, what are you doing? Bear in mind, they're very close to the circle.
I'm going to try... Well, we either need the ghost out or him in there and then get the ghost out, don't we?
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at grappling because of my predator type.
Mm-hmm.
So I might see if I can grapple and shove him into the circle.
Okay. That's fine. Do you want to just do a straight brawl for me?
Just brawl.
Yep.
One success.
Okay. So yeah, you managed to, well, because he got a success but a critical fail. So, yeah. So you managed to sort of join the fray, and basically all four of you go tumbling into the circle.
Mm-hmm.
Roll away out of it. She can.
Yeah. So you guys, if you can all give me dexterity rolls, just straight dexterity, to get out of the circle.
2 9s. What?
One success.
One success.
Okay. So he's managed to get out of the circle. You've basically like dropped him like he's hot. It's just literally been like, now he's in the circle, you'd all like drop and go.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to.
I'll stay on one edge of it. And it would like roll in different spots around the circle.
Yep. Fusion what's I think. Okay. Oops. Oh wow, well that didn't go according to plan. Excellent. So you can see that basically between the blood loss of the bullet wound and Tabitha, he's basically the body is starting to die. And he is staring at you, and it's almost like he's attempting to kind of like leave the body. And it's almost like he can't at the moment quite get enough oomph to get out of it. I will say, Reinhardt, can you just do me a straight occult roll?
Yeah, sorry, give me 1 second. That is 4. 1, 2, 3. That's a critical success, a success, and 2 nothings.
Okay. So you know that if the body, like it was sort of earlier on in the book, but it does, there's like a paragraph that basically says that if the body, basically if the body dies inside of the circle, it can essentially help to bind the, like, the spectre in the circle, so then you don't
Okay.
have to worry essentially about it running away.
Okay.
Cool.
So basically he's now attempting to get out before it's too late. So are you just gonna keep shooting him, or
Just gonna, yeah. Once he's in the circle and I'm outside a bit, just yeah.
Okay. Then do you want to do another? Hold on. It's not that one. It is. Ah, there we go. Strengthen firearms for me.
Strength and
Good luck.
why? I don't know why that's strength based.
Neither do I.
That is 3 successes and 1 failure on the hunger die, so I'll mark that off as a just a standard failure, not a critical failure.
Maybe
Wow.
hold the gun steady from the kickback to make sure it actually hits.
Probably.
Yeah, it makes sense, I guess.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're just gonna keep shooting until
Until he's fucking dead.
Okay. So he is going to attempt one more time to.
We should have that on a bumper sticker.
No.
Fucking
Yeah.
dead.
Till he's fucking dead.
Okay, well that failed. I told you my dice rolling was going to go downhill from here. So yeah, that was two critical fails and just a fail. So he's going nowhere.
I think
Basically,
Lou might have just shot him in the kneecap.
I mean, at this point, he is slowly dying, and he's not going anywhere. It's almost like his spirit, like the spectre part of him himself, is now given up, basically. So yeah, you know that it's just literally seconds until the body dies, and then you can do the ritual.
Yay.
All right, got it.
So yeah, you know that you can get everything in place. It's not really like you can do much at this point.
Yep,
Slowly bleeding out.
Yep, I'll start getting set up and probably tell Louis just to keep firing.
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
I mean, at this point, he's not moving, so I'm not even going to get you to roll it.
Does it say anything? Spectre?
No, it's literally just because obviously it's just the body that's dying.
Yeah.
So he's just basically glaring at you all, and then the body dies. And you can see that the blood's like seeping out, but it's not going past the outside of the barrier.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, you just see like this sort of almost looks kind of like iridescent sort of outline of David. And he's obviously really angry, because obviously of everything that's happened. And he's just like, just get it over with. I don't want to be here anymore.
Oh.
And he's like, I don't know why I'm here, but I don't want to be here.
Fair enough.
And he's like, I hate you, Lou. Not that you care, but
Not really.
Right, it's Ghostbusters asking, right? He just said himself he doesn't want to be here.
Yep.
You wouldn't be here much longer.
Before I start, I'm gonna say, David, for what it's worth, I'm sorry this happened to you, and hopefully this will take you back to where you should be.
And he's like, fuck you, I was only here because of him. And he points at Lou. And then he says, actually, I want to see if all of you do a straight insight roll for me.
Insight.
Yeah.
Where's that? Oh god, I don't have any dots in that.
That's fine, you can still roll one dice.
What is it? Just a normal dice, or?
No, it's just a hunger dice.
Oh,
wow. That's not as bad.
I'm gonna re-roll.
One success.
Blank.
One success and one critical success.
Critical success on a single dice.
Nice.
Okay, so
I was rolling 2 hunger die, I got 2 failures, but re-rolled, got a success and a critical success.
Much better.
yeah, so he sort of looks at you all, and then he kind of smirks again, and he's like, you have no idea what's coming. And he's like, yeah, I'm pissed, and they'll get what's coming to them, but you guys have no clue. And he just starts laughing. Again, you can tell that he is obviously rightly pissed, because, you know, Lou killed him just because he wasn't useful anymore. And someone has turned him into a spectre. He potentially knows who it is. But he's now just like this whole club thing is just the beginning. You guys are screwed.
Gonna ask him what's coming.
You can. Don't
I'll
know whether
ask
he's
him.
going to respond.
Yeah, I'll ask him what's coming then. If you have no care to be here, and obviously this is going to kill us, what's coming?
Oh, I'm not going to tell you. He's like, if I'm going down, yous are going down too. I want him, and he keeps pointing at Lou, and he's like, I want him to suffer as much as possible. And it's going to happen. Yous are all going to suffer.
That's understandable. And I'm just going to start doing what I need to do.
That's fair. Again, you just need to light the candle, light the paper, and start the ritual.
Cool. I'll light the candle, light the paper, and then I'll find the thing sent to me, and I shall start it. So I'll just start saying it. So going, Contemplator Spiritum Devota Anime, Nemus de in hoc pleno fuste, ego te hoc loco his libertaris regalo, numuquam hec ethereum, pedem ponere inco privile anima.
We'll try to talk to him while he's starting that whole process, if it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those where he can still hear you. What are you wanting to say to him?
From what I knew about you, David, is that you were a good person. You were human. Real and full of love. To suddenly, in your afterlife, embrace revenge and evil. Is that how you want to finish? Who did this to you? I'm not talking about your death. I'm talking about this angry afterlife. Who brought you back?
Okay, can you do a persuasion roll for me? Just gonna attempt to...
Just persuasion?
Just straight persuasion, yeah.
I'm gonna spend another willpower. Okay, 1 success.
Well, it's better than him, we got 2 fails. So he's like, I don't know the name of the person who turned me into this. I don't know who it was. And yes, I may not have been like this in life, but I didn't expect the man I loved to kill me and stage my death as a suicide. So it does things to someone when that happens. You become a little bit bitter. But yeah, I don't know their name. They just said that you would all know when the time came exactly who was responsible. And that they couldn't wait to see the look on your face.
Do you have any information about them? Male, female, old, young?
I don't know. Didn't see their face.
Did you hear their voice?
Kind of. It was more, I didn't hear it with my ears. If that makes sense. It's like I felt it. They had magic like him, but stronger.
And that's the only person that you...
Yep. Until I found myself in his body. And then he looks down and he's like, doesn't seem to care.
Who's that?
Oh, just a deadbeat cousin. Like, you can get rid of him if you want. Nobody will miss him. You know, nobody missed me. So, I would say good luck, but I'm not gonna lie. Don't really care what happens to you. And as this is happening, it's getting, like, the ground is getting brighter, and it almost looks like a kind of doorway appears kind of behind him. And he's just like, "See you motherfuckers later," and just wanders through the doorway, just disappears.
What an asshole.
Honestly, he was way more interesting in death than he was in life.
Quickly, Rob,
Mm-hmm.
can you do a composure roll for me?
One success.
Okay. Just because there's a really nice looking dead body down there.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know, if you wanted to, it could be eaten by bat, cow. You've basically finished transforming now into a giant bat. But for the
Okay.
first time, you're fully aware
I'm in
of
control.
where you are, yeah, who you are.
Sick. I'm gonna test out its limitations then, and like fly down and talk to the group. Do I have speech?
You don't. Well, you do, but it's like the ultrasonic, echolocation
Oh,
type.
sick. That's really cool.
So they can
I just
kind of
shriek
get
at
a
everyone.
gist. Yeah, you can kind of get the gist of he's saying something, but it's very ear piercing for all of you when he talks.
Headphones
I'm gonna
on.
I'm gonna like practice darting in and out of the shadows. I'm just gonna get used to this form.
I just imagine it's like the cat's got the zoomies.
Yeah, he's like across the room, and like see
Yeah.
how strong I am, like break stuff.
Oh, I mean, it's the perfect place to try it out, to be fair.
Yeah, so I thought you just managed to get control of it.
Yeah.
Well, this has been horrible.
Yeah.
You okay, Tabby?
Yeah. Yeah. It's fine. I said it was gonna be fine, and it's fine.
Yes, you did.
We're fine.
Thank you, all of you. I don't know if I'd call you clan, because I didn't like my clan. They were fun, but they weren't family. You guys are family. My sister, my brother, my weird uncle who's into voodoo.
Tabitha will give Lou a hug. Again.
I never have though.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I think I could do with a feed, maybe a bit of fun.
Well,
This
it's
is how we got to this state. Was you having fun?
I'm not planning on killing everyone. And David had his uses for a while. And look, we survived. Let's just enjoy it. At least for one night before everything goes to shit again.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna clean up here. I think I'm going to head back.
Yeah, it is starting to get late. So you know it's probably going to be light. Or start getting light in about an hour.
We'll go home.
Cool.
Yeah, it's time to depart.
Find a snack on the way home.
Yep. Cool.
Sounds
Easily
good.
done.
I'm going to snatch up my clothes and phone and try flying home. And fly for the ceiling.
Oh, what would that be? Flying. Let me see.
Athletics.
Oh wow. Sorry. I looked up the stats and you get 7 in your awareness for being a
Wow.
bat.
Nice.
Because you've got your blinking sonar. Your stealth is 5. That was a bit bonkers. That was unexpected. Okay, so yeah, it would probably be dexterity. Just a straight dexterity roll, see how well you do.
Does that change if I'm in bat form?
No, I don't think so. No, it basically goes, you've got 3 dice in physical, 1 in social, 1 in mental, so you can kind of put them
Okay.
whatever. But you're in control at the moment, so.
Alright, I got no successes on a straight dex roll. I need 2.
Okay, so as you are attempting to fly around, you keep smacking into doorways and stuff. You've dropped your clothes. You're essentially you're a giant bat for the first time that you're aware of. You're not going by instinct because your brain's still working too hard.
Yeah, okay.
So you'll eventually get where you're going. You just won't get there very quickly.
Okay.
Or with any of your stuff. But I assume if you dropped it, then someone else will pick it up.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say it's like I'll pick them up.
Don't leave my phone.
Put them in my bag.
Great. And then you guys feed on the way home. So your hunger's back down to 1.
Well, I'll be tidying up, and then once I see everybody walk away, I'll take my phone out and send a message.
Okay.
And probably leave it a bit, and then head off.
There.
And yeah, as we kind of wrap up there, I'll just send one last message to Ismay and just go, we got lucky.
And she's like, oh, that's good to know. Tabby okay?
All good.
Like, she sends you, for the first time ever, she ends up sending you a gift, and it's like the that'll do pink, that'll do. And then she's like, yep. And that's.
Then, yeah, Lou and Tabby will just walk home together, get a feed in on the way home, and finally feel, Lou will finally kind of feel a bit more peaceful.
Yeah, we actually put a problem down for once. That's nice.
Yeah. Had your first combat, and you all survived.
Yay.
Mhm.
Yay!
Tabitha's very quiet during that walk home.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. said it's fine. Somebody sent him. Somebody did that. It was an attack.
I know.
Somebody who knows all of us. Somebody who's targeting us. Somebody who's apparently bigger than the club.
Somebody who knows magic.
This is something I've been terrified of my entire life. And it's happening. And I'm not the only one seeing it right now.
Do you know something?
I don't know anything. I try to figure it out, and I can't, I'm not allowed to even look. Because they could use me. I mean, I've done it anyway, but...
I know. We are gonna figure this all out. I know it's a lot. And I was so scared that I spent the other night in the sewer.
Ew.
Yes. We are going to figure it out. And no matter what, I am not going to let anything happen to you.
You can't make promises like that. You don't know.
No, I don't. And things might be outside of my control at times. But when they are in my control, whenever a choice is available to me, I will always make the choice to keep you safe. We still have leads. We still have time to work this out.
I don't feel like we have any time. Let's just keep... It's kind of like start walking off ahead towards the house. Or the apartment.
It certainly does keep slipping away from us.
When the sun's coming up, we gotta get home.
I know.
She put her headphones on and just cranked up her music.
Okay. So that's fine. Tabitha and Lou head home on that fairly somber note. Cal eventually gets home, with a fair few bruises, that are still there when he wakes up in the morning, or the next night. Reinhardt, you obviously are messaging.
Then I'll be heading back.
After you've cleaned the thing, yeah?
Yeah, I'll be cleaning
Yeah.
that. I might just take like a photo of it with my phone, kind of as a memory
That's fair.
of it, and then I'll probably just start walking back because I want to be alone.
Yeah, that's fair. Fair. And that night, Tabitha, you get a weird dream. It doesn't fully seem like a vision. But you see this figure standing in front of you, sort of in shadow. You're familiar with this figure, you've seen it before. And it goes in a voice you cannot tell whether this voice is male or female, again, like every other time. It just goes, I feel, my dear, that it's time for us to meet. And when you wake up the next night, there's a note on your table that says, that basically gives you a date and coordinates to meet
In the house.
in the house.
God, motherfucker.
And that's where we'll call it, because it's now 20 past 11.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, cheers, guys. Interesting. I'm glad we did something as well this time.
Yeah.
Yay!
So,
Yeah.
thanks
Right.
to everyone who has been watching. We will be back again in 2 weeks' time for this stream, and I believe we have coming up in the next week or so the start of our new tabletop RPG month, which will be Mothership for March, with workshops being run by our very own Fergus. So make sure to come along and check those out. You can sign up for the workshops on the website, and you can also join us on the Twitch streams when they happen. But otherwise, we will be back again soon. My brain is so fried that I cannot think what our next actual stream date is.
I think that the next one will likely be Mothership on Saturday.
Mothership on
For
Saturday.
character
There we go.
creation and basics of gameplay.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
So make sure to come and check us out for that. We are Wayfarers League, and you can find all of our details at wayfarersleague.com.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye, guys.